Hi, friends. Yeah, I had a little mess I was cleaning up here. Not my tantrum, 2 3-year-olds tantrum. You just never know around here. And then I come in here and my surge protector's gone that I used to plug my ring light in and everything. It's like I really don't have control over my environment here at all. And it's just something I have to accept and work with because it's impossible to be in my control. And I am not that, OCD of a person by any means either. But yeah, um, when things are missing that you don't expect to be missing, for someone who definitely has challenges planning ahead, anyways, yeah, that can really shake things up, right? I did not make coffee again today. My stomach is feeling better, but I mean, I did have a cup of coffee. And then I was like, better not have any more, though. Better not push the limits here. So I am hydrating, but I didn't lose my drink this morning. So that was good. Welcome to Coffee and Cards, Care Bear Bard of Cards. I apologize if I'm pixelating. I haven't seen anything in the comments yet, and I haven't asked either. But yeah, that will be out of my control as well today if that happens, because it's just one of those days. Wake up and oh, powerhouse, like, it wasn't just like a little flicker. It was like everything shut off, and then all of the electronics are like, like beep. Like one of those. I'm like, and then it just comes back on real quickly. So yeah, kind of one of those days. Maybe some surprising things happen. Little quirks. I don't know if I feel like it would be like, like, wow. It'll be like, huh. That was weird. Hopefully it's not anything tower, right? There were a couple of things I forgot to tell you about yesterday, of course. There's always something I forget. Yeah, I had a little bit of fun by using this random word generator. And I was like, okay, one that will give me really weird words. One of them, actually both of them, I do not know these words. And I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything, but I was an English literature major. And graduated cum laude as well. I do not know these words. There's so many words, right? Okay, so one that came up for us was gressorial. Gressorial. Adapted for walking. And then it was like these boots were made for walking. That song like just came right in my head. And then I started thinking about that, journey. Is it slow by foot or mind? A journey slow by foot or mind. It's by steps taken. And then evolution came to mind. Power adapted from weaknesses found. Isn't that amazing how animals can adapt and change and adjust to their environment physically? Pretty flipping amazing. I mean, I guess we did too, huh? Yeah, and then that brings Virgo to mind, like that filter, seeing the weaknesses, and knowing what to do, knowing how to fix it, wanting to help to fix it. That's Virgo. And Virgo is always working in the background, not really wanting to take center stage. And I believe Virgo in the body is like in the areas that I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. Just keeping it out of my mind right now is not enough. It's not enough. Our body holds on to these things like our subconscious does. We just have to give ourselves grace through that. But those are some things that came to mind for that. And then my second word, because, we're a collective here, and one just did not seem enough. Nivial. N as in Nancy. NIV as in Vicky. And no, I'm not doing the the official Bravo, Alpha Bravo Charlie, right? Nivial. NIVIAL. Growing among snow. Growing despite circumstances. I thought life in the Ice Age. I've heard people talking about, there being another ice age, or, if there's another ice age, something like that. And I'm like, oh gosh, I just can't think. I can't go there. That's too big forward thinking for me. My anxiety needs to limit its intake on certain things. And not that I don't think it's, important to care about these things by any means, but at the end of the day, we have to honor what puts us in a higher vibration. That doesn't for me. It does not. Yes, when it seems the coldest is when life begins. Something I wrote. And then for some reason I started thinking like cryotherapy and stuff. So right there with Aquarius being in Pluto, Aquarius is very revolutionary, very inventive. A lot of technology is there too. They've taken an Aquarian with the fixed air and fixed thought, fixed ideas. They've taken that and they've studied it. It's been evaluated, and once that opinion is set, very stubborn. An Aquarian can be very stubborn in their opinion, their thought, what they feel is right, because it's right. It's in the highest quadrant with Pisces and Capricorn, where it all becomes, it's not just me, you, us, it's them. It's more wide sweeping. So that's why I kind of feel like I wonder if there's some advancements with that. It's the slowing down of aging. Ooh, is this really good for us? Food for thought. Also, bringing things to life found in ice. Bringing back, like, it's perfectly preserved. So, yeah, there's a lot of things being found, too, right? And I just wanted to share that. And, yeah, one of the twins is coming in right now to say hello. Good morning. Good morning. Say good morning. Oh. She opened the snack cabinet. Geminis could be very good burglars. Give me very good themes. Dexterity with the hands here. She got into the lock. Oh my gosh. I see you, Nancy June. Yes. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Doritos. Yeah, I have to keep some of this stuff in my house for kids. When you have kids, you understand you pick and choose your battles. But that's why I keep them locked up, too. All right. So I have not forgot about our first love today. Oh, my goodness. We're going to do this real quick, and then I'm going to move her, okay? 11. All right. I know Miss Millie was first. And obviously, y'all know I know that, too, because I put it in the chat comments. But Miss Millie de la Prida. Ranch Doritos. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to prime this little guy for your yes or no question, Millie, because I know you know how this works.
The answer is as clear as a full moon. Yes.
That's a new one. We haven't heard that one before. Something about the full moon. Oh my gosh, and you're Sagittarius. The full moon in Sagittarius is on June 11th, I believe. I've got this right now. Nobody even said anything to me, which is the cool thing and the nice thing. Y'all are so sweet. Nobody said anything to me. I figured it out myself. I was like, last week I really felt like I was like, where am I? What timeline am I in? Why did I see that? Like, am I okay? I'm okay. Much better this week. All right, Millie. I imagine that gave you enough time for you to ask the question. So we're going to find out the answer. He's been a little quicker lately, like a Sag. I know you're not a Sag, but you have it in you.
Ooh, it's a tail curling yes.
Ooh. That's very like something a Sag would say too. It's a tail curling yes. Whoa. Okay. No more. Thank you. A tail curling yes. So whatever you asked, there was a yes to it. And I hope it was phrased. Yeah, sometimes it's better to ask positive questions with these. So when you get that yes, it's like, yay! Not the other way around. Okay. All right. Thank you, Millie, for being here. Love you. Appreciate you. Let's keep rolling. Hey, Selena. How are you? Essence of the Moon. And yeah, sorry. I'm just, you know, my nose is itched every day this week during the lives. Interesting. But yeah, I'm not putting the stuff on the screen because, yeah, it's my brain that can't handle it. Hey, Victor, Truth Wave Energy Meditation. Go get your meditation on over there. Please sub up. And he's on next at 9:45 p.m. Eastern tonight. Okay, so please check him out. And then, oh gosh, I feel so clumsy with my fingers. Little hand-eye coordination issues. Hey, Tina, how are you? Good to see you. Yes. Grand rising to all of you. We're just, celebrating the grand rising still. Because it's still morning. We don't have to mourn the morning yet, right? Yes, Selena, like the moon. Like the moon. She is the essence of the moon. Love that. Okay, sorry. I'm scrolling down to see it because I know there's more here. I'm just kidding. Oh, hey, Lindsay. Hi, how are you? Oh, Lindsay. Oh, hey. Hey, Amanda, how are you? Tropical Empress in Spirit. Yeah, hi, good to see you. It's been a while. Oh gosh, and here I'm like sitting here. My needle. It's like hypercolor. I'm hypercolor. It's good to see you. Yeah, y'all subscribe to the lovely Amanda, Tropical Empress in Spirit. She is on every night, like all night, like half the day for all who may need it. All who may need it. Which that's a big commitment too, right? So hats off to you for that. It's not easy. It takes a lot of energy. It does. Spirit just told me, speak up, Karen. You're speaking too lowly. And you do not have your earbuds. Because you left them. Hey, butterfly readings with Linda. Hi. Good morning. Good morning to you. Zippity doo da, zippity. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sip, sip. If it's coffee, because it's coffee and carbs, yeah, that's great. I would be having that coffee right with you right now if my stomach wasn't like, like. Okay. So, yeah, probably a good guess. Just keep looking at my neck now. Oh, goodness. Let's light our candle. Our crackling candle. Sandalwood and smoke and like, yeah, it naturally smokes, right? To look a little bit closer, what is that? Smoke. All right. So imagine you could think I probably woke up around 3-ish in that hour. That this, popped up really super early this morning, maybe right after this whole epiphany. I created a thumbnail and a show. So yeah, I was an insomniac a little bit once I did fit in like a good 5 hours or 6 or something. So, I mean, which to me, that's like a good baseline. But yeah, I did go back to sleep and it's like 8:30. I'm like, what? How did that happen? Like Becca was on top of my head. Or my little girl. So yeah. And that's when I was kind of like, what is it about 3 a.m.? I mean, I'm not dumb. I know. Like, there's a lot of spiritual things involved with that. There's obviously a lot of biological things. But that's the thing. It can be many things, right? It can be so many things. And I believe that it's never all one or the other. And if it's paranormal, I really feel like you're going to know that. You're going to know, like, that this is nothing. There's no question about it. It's something like you cannot explain away. I hope that if anybody's having these experiences, they're positive, not scary. So, yes, sending good energy out there to any of you who may be dealing with issues like that. And actually, I will be having, I've just got to sort out the day. I will be having somebody on here that y'all don't know yet. I think he popped in here in my chat yesterday, but I didn't see him. Worldwide Ghosts. Didn't see him. But anyways, I'm going to have him on here one morning, just to come pop in and tell you about what he's been working on. And can be an opportunity to share something of yours that's personal. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there until we're able to coordinate that between our time difference and everything as well. Okay. And he has a very, very favorite word, marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. It's marvelous, marvelous. I can't say it in a British, English accent, but anyways, it's lovely. All right, so the real reasons you're waking up at 3 a.m. Yeah. First off, you are not alone. You are not alone. Oh, let me scroll down to see what nonsense I'm missing. Oh, hi, Julianne. Good to see you. I hope you are having a fantastic day in, oh, Cali. Cali. I love how these are like the nice things about the internet, right? There's a lot of troubling things, but I'll just continue to say thank you for all the good things. You know, so more can come. More can come. Doritos. Yes, Doritos. I will always be me, okay? I will always be me. And yes, I do know. I do know. No good. No bueno. Not good for you. I do know this. But yeah, I'm a rebel. So, ha. But anyways, yes, we are not alone in these things. It's actually the most popular time that people talk about, really, waking up. There's a reason. There's reasons. Yes. But I love when the thought of this is like in our times of insomnia too, when we can't sleep, it gets to like a feeling of incredible loneliness. Oh, I just saw Lindsay, 11:11. That's a big number. There's some alternate meanings for that one too. Yeah, it can feel lonely just being by yourself like that, you know, not being able to sleep. It can feel torturous. Although there's a little bit of that though when it is quiet here for me, because I never get that. I kind of like it a little bit, but it's still though like not healthy for me. So what I did was I found this wonderful article because I was looking through different articles. I'm like, this is a lot to compile all together. I don't want to cheat with AI because AI, you know, like I don't trust it 100% to evaluate it all correctly. I don't. And so I found this wonderful blog from a holistic sleep expert who thought about these things and put it all together in a concise manner for me because I was seeing all these points across the thing and I'm like, oh my God, just putting the thoughts together here. This would take a little while. So she put a lot of work into this for sure. Okay. So yes, 3 a.m. spiritual messages, right? The double digit numbers. We start noticing all those angel numbers, right? Numbers like literally, it's in the article 11:11, Lindsay 11:11. Or she put 707 here, so 707 could be something. And they, you know, they just pop up frequently. They'll like come up even like on receipts and random things, like on my washer. And then I look over the dryer and it switches to the same. And I'm like, what? No way. It can feel quite intense, these spiritual messages, right? But it seems like it's like an easier time. The veil is thinner. It's a time that can be easier for these things to come through for us. Yes, yes, yes. So, oh, no wonder it printed on the back. I forgot I did that. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Yeah, details. There's a lot of details in things right now. So be mindful of those. I feel like it's coming up a lot. But anyways, yes, this is the most common challenge, with sleep is waking up at, these times. So her first thing that she talks about here, number one reason, that's when we cycle from deep sleep into lighter sleep. Humans, we roughly wake up 5 to 7 times a night. Yeah, I definitely do. Most of the time, these wakings are so brief, we don't even remember them. Yeah. So, our deepest stage of sleep occurs in the first 4 to 4.5 hours of sleep. And then we start shifting into lighter sleep, the REM stage. The active stage is when the brain is more active. It's more active during the light sleep. So when we roll over to snooze again, this may not be as automatic as it is earlier in the night, that we just are able to go right back. We stay in that liminal enough of sleep space, I guess, for a while there. And then, in the lighter, it is harder. And that is when I get those like dreams where they pick up right where they ended. Um, I'll start like saying, like, and people are like, coming in like, wake up, Karen. And then as soon as I get back to sleep, the dream just like picks up right where it left off. It makes sense, but it's always in those hours after I've already gotten my 4 to 4.5 hours. So that was something that was interesting and eye-opening for me right there. And then, yes, we've already touched on the spiritual significance, okay? The witching hour. The witching hour. Yes, it said between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. offers the most access to one's natural state of being. There's less noise, less use of electronics, and personal vibrational states are more calm and at ease, making it easier to connect with the spirit world. We're just more attuned to our spiritual nature because we're not as distracted by the chaos of everybody else being awake. Yes. So some say that it's during this hour that spirit guides and angels, I forgot to mention the angels to you, try to establish spiritual connections with us to send messages or provide higher guidance. And with that said, spirits, that can be paranormal time too. That's easier to come through. Yes. Sorry, that's going to be my word for today. Yes. It's better than no. All right. So, yeah. I'm going to be going in more tomorrow about like what we can do with that time rather than be annoyed by it when we do wake up. I found another interesting like blog. She had a lot of great ideas how she works with that time and how to sit still to receive if there's a message, that's spiritual in nature. When we sit and listen with ourselves like that, we can become more clear with it. So yeah, and a few other things I'm going to share tomorrow. The medicines. There's historical significance to waking up at 3 a.m. I think that's kind of cool. And it can be traced back to the advent of artificial light. The Industrial Revolution allowed people to work much later into the evening, pushing bedtimes back later and later. Valuing work, money, like our society, corporate. I mean, the lines just continue to be blurred The boundaries keep continuing to be blurred. Robert Eckhrich's extensive research suggests that humans slept in 2 shifts. Oh my God, yes. I want that. 2 shifts for hundreds of thousands of years. Sleeping in shifts evolved out of safety. That makes sense, though, right? But researchers say that the time in between sleeps was often also used for reflection and meditation. Wow. It's only been a very short period in our history that we've asked ourselves to sleep for one solid stretch of time. That was a new thing for me to associate with that and to think about how these modern advances, what they take away from us at the same time. And then, of course, biblically, yes. While there's no specific reference to 3 a.m. in the Bible, it's mentioned often that God sends people messages in their dreams. The witching hour is sometimes referred to as the devil's hour. Yeah, I know. Some people equate Christ's time of death, 3 p.m., with its opposite, 3 a.m., as a time of evil presence. And this is very well known in the paranormal community. You can, yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to read that. So yeah, the three scratches, 3 marks, 3 knocks, things come in 3. That's kind of, when you watch paranormal investigations. I cannot say the word paranormal today. Road. All right. Yes. So that's a common theme there. Linking it. So 1 scratch mark, but if there's 3, when you're scratched and there's 3 marks, what would say that maybe that was more evil in nature? We need more evidence in knowing the situation, right? All right. Lifestyle choices affect sleep. This is a no-brainer, obviously. Yeah. The broken record. It says broken record here. I said broken record yesterday. I remember this because I said judgment reversed. It's like a broken record. Yeah, caffeine, alcohol, of course they impact us. Sugar, all the things. Drinking water too late. Makes sense, right? Your body still needs to function. If it drank too much water, it doesn't care if you need to sleep. It's like, no, I gotta take care of this. And then also not enough dehydration. So dehydration can disrupt it. And yes, sugar can have a profoundly negative impact on sleep. Like she put in here, literally, she says, like, seriously, screw it up. Dogs like me. This is funny. Yes, diets high in sugar lead to shallower sleep. Shallower sleep and greater restlessness. Yeah, not to mention the toll on your pancreas. Oh, yeah, for sure. Eating sugar late at night stimulates the brain. It winds you up instead of winding you down. Yeah. Plus, it steals your magnesium, which is a pretty helpful little mineral when it comes to sleep. And mind you, any changes or anything. I'm not a doctor. Okay. I'm not a medical specialist. All right. These are just things I'm sharing that I've learned or read or we understand from other specialists and stuff. But, always use your discernment. And if you don't know for sure, ask your doctor, your medical doctor. Yeah. All right. Just had to throw that one out there real quick. So yeah, if you do eat at night, Don't be afraid to throw in some protein and fat. This will keep your blood sugar from zigzagging all over the place. So we're already getting some little tidbits in there here, you know. Subconscious links or associations with 3 a.m. Ha! She puts this theory actually makes the most sense because our brains are highly associative. If we wake up at 3 a.m. and start paying a lot of attention to the awakening, it won't take long for the brain to notice what you're giving attention to and to create a link around it. It begins to believe there's something important about being awake at 3 a.m. So it starts to wake you up every night at 3 a.m. It's a conditioned response. Yes, that's that subconscious too. When it comes into the subconscious, maybe even like deeper than that, it's deeply integrated at a point, and it takes a while to develop a new habit and to break that one and to get fixed into another one. So yes, that makes so much sense, and it rings true for so many things in our life, not just sleep. What organ is associated with 3 a.m.? I don't know. Let's see. The traditional Chinese body clock shows us which organs. Why do I want to keep saying Oregon? I don't know. Organ corresponds with which 2-hour window in the clock. For example, liver time. Oh my goodness. That sounds awful. Is 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. If you're waking up between 1 to 3 a.m., the peak window for the liver organ, it may be a result of conscious or unconscious. Okay, this is okay. Conscious or unconscious, unresolved anger or frustration. I felt the frustration trying to read that statement for a second. If 3 to 5 a.m. is more your bag, this represents the long time zone. That's weird. I get panic attacks sometimes. And it's hard to breathe. And it's associated with sadness or grief. Wow, that's deep. Okay. I feel like that could be helpful, most certainly, for a lot of us to keep that in mind. To keep that in mind, to give us some grace there, some self-care, some love. Like Victor says, you know, like just give yourself a hug. And just understand your body, the liver, you know, it's a filter. Like Virgo is a filter. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Coming back around full circle here, huh? And there was one thing in my things yesterday I didn't realize, like, you know, the little police charm that came out. And then I talked about that police song earlier. I was like, ha, that's cool. All right. Focusing again. Good old fashioned stress and anxiety. Yeah. Yeah. Cortisol. I've been talking about that one this week. Cortisol, the body's stress hormone, is perhaps best known for how it fuels the fight or flight response. Kicks in when we experience danger, giving the body a boost of energy. But, you know, that boost is not always the most pleasant, right? But it also plays a key role in our sleep patterns. Cortisol levels naturally begin to increase between 2 and 3 a.m. If you're stressed or anxious throughout the day, your levels are already above average. So if you're waking up halfway through the night, it's a signal, perhaps, that your cortisol levels are a tad high. So managing stress throughout the day, always managing stress throughout the day is just good to do in general. Yeah. So tomorrow we'll probably talk about this part, is how do you fall back to sleep after waking up? That's something we'll get into. And some other things that I have Oh, gosh, she put a quote here. Sorry. I'm totally abandoning what I was just about to say, whatever that was, because this is cool. Sleeping well comes from caring less about sleeping well. That's interesting. Maybe because it's we're putting too much pressure on ourselves to sleep well. Let it go. Let it flow. Erase the thought out of your mind. Try to think about nothing. The void. Like the Joe Dispenza meditation, I would recommend, is where he's just like, you know, I mean, it could be a little jarring at times, but in a good way. It's like, you are nobody. You are nothing. In space. If y'all listen to the Joe Dispenzas, you know exactly what I'm saying right now. In space. The first thing you learn with Joe Dispenza is, what is space? How am I doing this? How am I visualizing myself? Like, a lot of people are like, what Joe Dispenza means by space in space. So those are the things that different reasons, and some of them I found really interesting. I do. My little girl says that. Hi, Grace. Good to see you. Oh, Tina's saying, Victor, I've heard, gonna kiss a fool. I'm a fool. A fool for you. I love y'all. Y'all are funny. Oh, Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie. Carl. He's hi. Hi, Carl. How are you? On the other side of the universe here for me, but hello. So good to see you. So glad you're here, everybody. Yeah, let's just like pull some cards too for fun, right? Just a few. Splashed on my nose. You have your little bunny nose. Okay, so I want to think more about the fun part of it, personally. You know, like what if these are spiritual, paranormal, or whatever, what is, you know, as a collective, what is trying to come through for us? How can we receive that? What is it generally about? Let's see. We'll turn to a couple of different things here. You don't belong there. So you'll just, yeah, freshen up, sip, all that good stuff. I wanted to pull out, this is a really weird one to want to reach for today. The trees have been coming up a lot. This deck, I really don't know how to properly use it. But it doesn't keep me from using it. I just use it in my intuitive way. Yeah. Some of you are probably laughing because you'll do the same thing. I mean, you know, it's not going to keep me away from it. It's a whole alphabet, you know. It's a whole alphabet. So, in my defense, it's complicated. But we've had a lot of trees coming out. Tree charms, things about trees. I was about to like panic. I was like, where are the cards? And then they're here. That's so funny. So, and these actually are really good because they are kind of like bigger statements of our life too. These trees. And there we can have a spiritual tree come out for us here, since we've been seeing so many trees. And a lot of the times we are, you know, like a tree. We're, you know, rooted. And then when we're reaching up for these spiritual messages from the divine. Sorry, I just said a blessing real fast. It's like our the canopy reaching for those messages that are above us, beyond us, right? Yeah, I might just use these little cards today, actually. I'm gonna get like kind of a like a timeline here and see the advice, and you know, I gotta throw some charms too. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see what comes out. Yes, feminine. Yesterday, feminine energies are big too, because I just saw look down. My little girl, she found my mother-in-law's wedding invitations, like, but a bunch that she had left over, because you always had extras from the stuff. Or maybe they weren't her invitations; they were her thank you notes. She had a whole box she didn't need or something. Look down here. There's initial N. Miss Nancy. That's what one of my girls is named after, Nancy. She was a really good lady and a Virgo. Yeah. So Miss Nancy is here with us, blessing us. She's always so selfless. So our feminine ancestors, role models, women we look up to, honor one this week. Almost there. Just like to mix them up good. And shuffling is fun for me. Almost. All right. Let's cut the deck. Willow. Fagos, which is a beech tree, B-E-E-C-H. Elder, Ruis. Oh, I'm going to stop. But it's number 13 on the bottom. Elder. Can't make this up. I'm sorry. It's like, yeah, right. Okay. So Hawthorn, number 6. Reed, number 12. This is funny. I think I was making fun of Road, because I think like in Tommy Boy Road, Road, and those are like roll. But this one says Coad, Grove. Okay. I like silly stuff. I won't lie. 6, 12. Oh, 1 has no number. The Grove is no number. The Grove is no number. Yes. So I'm looking in this, and it's very, we're going to learn together here. Okay. I like to do that. So we've got the Grove here. Okay. Going with what I see first. Yes, I got that. A sacred place, all knowledge available, past, present, and future. And that's in the future spot. definitely spiritual things. It's in the sacred place, having a sacred time and a place. So if we do wake up, let's try to make something sacred out of it. And hopefully be able to go back to sleep. And that's some of the stuff I'll go over tomorrow for sure. Let's see, read. And I forget, like, that these are the letters CH. Okay. I was putting 2 syllables in there. I'm like, I can't stop. I'm wanting to know about the big cards here. The big cards. Because the ones that don't have a number, I feel like they're more important. They're the more important. Maybe, are they the more important ones or not? Hold up. We'll figure that out. Let's look at the others, though. Hawthorn is in our past, and it says it's about cleansing, chastity, protection. It's also, their calendar's different, okay? It was 13 months. The 6th month in this calendar was April. We just came out of April. Spring clean. That's interesting. So maybe we've released some things. Maybe there were things that weren't, as always as spiritual, or perhaps, they can be there with that protection. But I think, yeah, I think some things have been released, which is good there. That's good. And it's in the past. Now, read. Let's see what read. Number 12, that's the hangman. And tarot. Goodness. Direct action. The 12th month, October. Something right now. And we had the pumpkin come out yesterday too. Something will come to fruition in October. This can be being more sure of your life path, something you're working on now, improvement of a gift, and not even a gift per se. Some of us can do things way better, more naturally. And yeah, some of us are more gifted, more, better at some things. But I believe we all have abilities to receive these, but it is a muscle. You have to use it. And yeah, by this direct action, I feel like we've been talking about direct action a lot. So yeah, the opposite of the hangman here. Total opposite. And yeah, like that bottom card energy. Oh, stop. The end and the beginning, and the beginning and the end. The 13 month, the last 3 days of October. And I said like the 13th sign, 13-month-old baby yesterday. Samhain. Not Samhain. What the heck? Samhain. Yes, Samhain. Where the fell has been. Already being told here. maybe some of these is like so we can continue to protect, develop, and nurture ourselves to when we come to this super sacred time and place, when we have this where the veil is really thin. These are very interesting time things, huh? Wow, that was cool. I'm kind of glad I pulled these out. I liked that once I figured out what I was talking about. Let me grab a couple of charms and maybe a quote, and we'll call it a day. All right, this is noisy. Holding on to a lot here. Oh, that guy did not come out again. All right. another fortune made it in here from the kids. They want to say hi to you. Your next Chinese meal will bring you more cookies. No crap. Thanks. Actually, though, the real fortune is your determination will have you inspiring others. That's really spirit message, right? This is from Anne, Roots and Waves. She sent this to me out of her collection. The nesting doll, the Russian nesting doll. This one, though, I can't like lift in layers. It's just the idea of that, right? Oh, there's 13 here right now, too. Oh, my goodness. Yes. So something about opening up layers. There's layers. Just like, oh, I'm thinking like quantum layers. Going through the layers, like when learning how to meditate, like to get in that state to do mediumship, Akashic, any of that. There's that quantum, right? But also, like, she's got this over all the other layers. You know, there's depth, there's deepness, there's conscious there. But also she's being, you know, protected on the outside too by the one big thing here. And I just kind of think that's like the one, like the protection there. We're all one. We can all be one. Something like that. Battery. And the positive and the negative charge. So energy. Dualities in energy. Your angels are definitely talking to you during this time. Angels watching over me charm. It doesn't get much more clear than that, right? And this might be the first time I pulled this particular charm before as well. There's other angels, but that one I have not seen. Okay. There's a couple really funny ones down here, y'all. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Butterfly or moth? Whatever works for you in this time of your life. Moth energy, though. People being attracted to the light, things being attracted to your light. But also it's fast, you know, like because the flame, if the moth goes into the flame, it burns, right? But if you're in a form, you know, transformation as well. So maybe if it's, you see a moth, maybe some more protection. Wow. Are these the homes or the hotel? Like, okay, so this piece is black, so it's kind of hard to see, but this came out of my Beatles Monopoly thing, and the houses and hotels and stuff were black, I believe. And yeah, it's either a house or a hotel. Interesting, right? And that did come out. It's like, I think this kind of goes with that's a sacred time, a sacred place, a sacred grove. 8 came out. 8. That's abundance. 8. Almost there. 8. The 8th house. Where the cult, sex, inheritance, other people's money, taxes, all of that comes into play in that house. Pluto. Snowflake. talking about when I get snowflakes that come out, what they mean for me. And somebody, I forget what chat yesterday, we were all talking about, what are snowflakes? Oh yeah, what does it mean to be a snowflake? You know, like when the kids, the millennials say snowflake these days. Well, here's a snowflake. But mine mean that we're all unique and special because no two flakes are alike. They're all different structurally. But when they all come together, this is this beautiful blanket, right? That's something cold too, you know, and then October, things start to cool down a little bit in October as well. Four's been coming out a lot, right? Foundations. And then with the house, there's something about our foundation there. And it might be time like that we take out some trash too. So, Spirit's like, no, like I need to tell you this now. Like or yeah, just don't block the flow. If you're waking up at these times, just don't block it, work with it there, and get things flowing again. No, that's a funny one to come out. And then, yeah, and then something's not firing right here because this gun came out again. So yeah, the Lego gun wanted to make an appearance too. So yeah, something is stuck. Maybe this is something to help us get something moving again, and it'll get moving again by that time, whatever that means for you, because you know, collective and all. And then the final. Mice are nocturnal, rats are nocturnal, right? I can't. I really like have to like control myself from hysterically laughing right now. Okay. So I'm like kept seeing like okay. Yeah, rats take us. They take us. I see rats, obviously. I think we were talking earlier. I saw somebody talking about taking out the trash. Yeah, maybe it's time to take out some things too. You know, maybe there are some things that maybe eliminate something and see if you still wake up at that time. You know, trying to gauge there. But also, though, too, the rat and the mouse in Lenormand, it's eating away. It's taking away from something. It's diminishing. It's lessening. So sometimes maybe it's necessary for this, you know. Also check and make sure, like put some mint or something, like spray it, put some mint, peppermint oil and mix it with like some water. Like a good water, you know, not tap water. Not fancy, but you know, like filtered somehow. And just spray it like around your like baseboards and stuff like that. Spray it, like they don't like the smell of peppermint. So if you're rodent, it's like if there's animal noises or something waking you up. Peppermint oil. And then the donut. That's that tasty, snacky little treat in the middle of the night, right? So maybe be mindful not to reach for the sugar in the middle of the night, the donut. No Homer Simpson, please. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I can't do it like him. Oh, wow. That's hilarious. The donut and the rat. Spirit was being funny today. Oh, yeah. And just one quote. And I'll let you go. It's shorter than yesterday, so hey. Okay. Remember the term, what was it, gressorial? Walking? Walking. What was it? Walking. I gotta find that because, yeah. Cursorial adapted for walking. And here's our quote today. Walking. I am listening to a deeper way. Suddenly, all my ancestors are behind me. Be still, they say. Watch and listen. That was a big message yesterday. You are the result of the love of thousands. Watch and listen. Be still, they say. Our ancestors might be talking to us as well. So, thank you all so very much. I apologize if I missed getting to say hi to any of you beautiful souls in here. Thank you so, so much. Oh, Carl, I'm looking. What is this? Let me see what you had to say real fast, though, because I can't, you know. Oh, PG and the bunnies. No muck in the gunk. Oh, my goodness. Carl, where did that comment just go? I just saw it, and now I can't see it. No, I can't. Oh, goodness. I'm going to find it. I'm not panicking. I'm telling myself that. Oh, is that Krista? Hi, Krista. Yeah, check out Blindly Inspired today. Noon. Eastern, my time. Oh, thank you. Carl, it's gone. I apologize. I can't find it. I don't know why. But if it is something that you have, that you're looking for advisement on, I am putting, I do want to go and put something up. Can't be today. It'd probably have to be tomorrow because I have astrology today. Astrology class. So, yeah, maybe something during the day tomorrow. Come on and do readings later on because I like doing those. So, anyways, watch out for that apparently. And oh yeah, I emailed Ramon. He left this one out for me. I just wasn't sure of my circumstances, but tomorrow I will be on Moon Scare tomorrow night. I believe it's tomorrow night. Yeah, the 30th, I think. I gotta double check at 8 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, I emailed him. I just wasn't sure, with everything going on, whether I'd be able to do it or not. So anyways, just throwing that out there as well. All right, I'm done talking. I promise. I love you all. And please enjoy your day. Like, subscribe, comment, all those cool things. I appreciate you and take care. Bye-bye. Mwah.